Hello everybody, and welcome to the first usasumo.net Sumocast. What this is basically we're going to be giving you latest news and information about professional sumo, amateur sumo, and just sumo news in general. Now this very first segment is going to be focusing on the last basho we just had a couple weeks ago in January in the professional sumo. There will be other newscasts to follow about amateur sumo and some other goings on, as well as some interviews that we conducted. So let's go ahead and get right into it. As we just said, the basho just finished, and surprise, surprise, Asashoryu won his 20th Yusho, second in a row. Now, many thought that with his 20th Yusho, he would have to be considered by all Dai Yokozuna, one of the best Yokozuna ever, along with the likes of Kaiho, Shiono Fuji, and others. However, from the sumo forum, Maduro Sumaru was able to translate a Nikkan Sports article, which basically said Kitanomi Oyakata was basically saying, he's not a Dai Yokozuna yet. Why? 20 basho, 20 yusho, I should say. That's pretty incredible, wouldn't you think? The reasoning he used was the lack of competition that there has been in his tenure as Yokozuna. He's been the sole Yokozuna pretty much since he started that rank, and the Ozeki had not exactly been that competitive. Compare that to all the rivals that Kaiho, Shiono Fuji, Takanohana, all the strong competition that they faced, and they were still able to get a lot of yusho. So that's probably a debate that's going to go on for a while. But once he gets up there in number, once he gets up to 30, no matter what, there's no doubting his skill, Asashoryu. Speaking of the Ozeki and the relative weakness of it, definitely seemed that way. This Basho, Chiyo Taikai, and Hakuho were the best of the Ozeki, but they only had a 10-5 record and were never really in the Yusho race. Kotoshu was 9-6, Kaio 8-7, Tochiazuma Makekoshi 5-10. He'll be Kadoban next Basho, but he was obviously very injured. The actual runner-up was Amanegashi Toyonoshima, who had 12-3 and was in the race until the very end. Other news from the professional ranks: Baruto, fan favorite among many, got injured again. Seems to be a torn ACL. In the first few days, he was injured. A pretty nasty scene when he got his leg bent backwards. So far, I haven't heard how long he's going to be out. Hopefully, not that long. But on the other side of the situation, I hope he does take whatever time necessary to heal, as too many people's careers have been ended earlier because they tried to come back too soon from injury. It doesn't look like there's going to be any new Ozeki this year. Some of the hopefuls, Miyabiyama, Kisenosato, Homasho, all Makekoshi, all going to have to start from scratch, and it's very unlikely that we're going to see them put 3 in a row, double-digit wins from the Sanyaku ranks anytime this year. The other Sekiwake, Kotomitsuki, 8-7 record. Many on the message board know that he's pretty much an 8-7 machine. Last basho he actually had 9-6, surprisingly. First time he didn't have an 8-7 in a while, but looks like he's back to his old ways. Speaking of 8-7 records, another forum member, Asa Shosakari, was so nice to do a search on that, and actually there was 22 8-7 records between Makinochu and Juryo this basho. Now that's significant because that's the most 8-7 records in those two ranks in the last 10 years, and actually the second most was 15. So just a little bit of trivia knowledge for you out there. Going down to Juryo, there's a 3-way tie for first place. 10-5 was the winning record. Tochiozan, the teenage sensation, Shimotori, and Toyo Hibiki in a Shinjuryo. Toyo Hibiki actually won the final playoff. To the dismay of many sumo purists out there, he had to pull a henka in order to win, but he got his yusho. So, anyways, going down the ranks and doing my personal favorite sumo wrestler in all of sumo, Wakanoho from Russia. Actually, not only is he Russian, he's also Ossetian. Those on the sumo forum know what that's about, but I'll get a little bit into more what's Ossetian later. He hit a wall, or as we say in the Sumo forum, inside joke, he heated a wall the very first time to get Makekoshi after 12 basho. He finished 5 and 10 and will be sent back down to Makushita, where he's going to be facing the likes of Sakaizawa, who from the 19 rank of Makushita had a Zensho Yusho, 7-0. He's a college entrance. He came in, he had to enter through my sumo and has since only lost twice, and so his total record has been 34-2. Pretty impressive. He beat the likes this basho of the one that many people are hoping will go high, Ichihara, who came in 5-2. He started out like a house on fire, going undefeated 4-0, but he was unable to finish it off as he lost 2 of the last 3 days. Other members who were 5-2 were Daishoyu. His actual name is Marvin Lee Sano. His father was American and mother is Japanese. He went 5-2. Tochinoshin from Georgia. He has not had Makekoshi yet. This is his first Makushita basho. He had 5-2, which is very respectable. Those of you who go Gaga for Gaga Maru, unfortunately he had his first Makekoshi at 3-4 this basho, so he's going to go down a little bit. Tochinoshin is actually trying to catch up with him.